No, she's done. Throat's out.
We're gonna back out. Back out.
Yep.
Feet clear. Check her.
You confront your little girl. Obviously, you've got blood on your glasses, you've got blood all on your feet. The little girl has blood on the sweatshirt that belongs to the Yale.
Largo Police. Hi. Is Renato Mahaj, if I'm saying that correctly, home?
Who?
Renato Mahaj?
No.
No? Which one?
This door. Oh,
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks. Family of this residence is advising us upstairs one more and on the other side, so we'll check there. And it looks like they on the door handle.
We can't enter the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hi, need to come to the door, please.
Who's that? Her son.
Just be advised, he's third floor window, both of them on this side. Come on under.
So who's he?
okay, so our suspect lives with his mom and dad.
Okay.
This is his estranged wife and his 8-year-old daughter who live here. Dad woke up, or that guy woke up, and the father wanted to talk. Dad's like, hey, it's 2:31, can we talk later? So he just pumped his dad's face, breaks his teeth. Dad gets up, so some kind of struggle ensues. We had a really big language barrier, so I don't have all the details. They're down in the hospital right now. Commits false imprisonment. Mom tries to run out the house. She's terrified. Son stops her. Dad says, I gotta call 911. Starts to call. Son snatches the phone. And they all run out of the house. The dad's bloody, knocked on anybody's house for help with blood, everything over there. So we have tampering, false imprisonment, aggravated battery, and sexual. Mom said mom is terrified for her. Mom said, I'm so scared. That's the only place he'll go. That's the only place he'll go.
Okay, we got a bloody knuckle knife.
Yeah.
Do you know if that was used in? Did he use
I
it
don't
with them? Do you know?
And it looks like there's some blood on the door handle, but there's really no dripping, so unless...
This happened, it's been about
The machete.
the machete was, Dad grabbed the machete to protect himself. So the house has a bunch of medieval weapons and stuff in it, and knives and weird things, and firearms. So I don't know if that changes exigency to check on her. I am worried about her. None of us have tried calling her yet.
Have you got a number on her?
There's one under the emergency contact, and if this
Is there? Why would we think that she's in danger here?
that's basically what Mom said, and that his son's having a psychotic break. That's it.
You want me to go around and be the one that comes up and opens it then?
They got it.
All right.
You stay here, and as soon as we open, start announcing.
Yeah, we'll just stand there, let it breathe, unless if we hear something that's
Then
concerning,
go
we're going
in.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
We got one on the other side yet?
Got blood on the floor, blood on the door.
Largo Police! If you're in there, yell out now. Largo Police!
You hear anything?
Can't see anything. I guess something in the living room.
You can see a little bit of the kitchen.
Yep.
Got blood on the floor here.
Like the bathroom, I can't really see much past the door though.
Okay.
All right, slow and methodical.
Ready? Yep.
Yep. Largo, please.
Switch your other side.
Keep announcing.
Largo Police! If you're in here, sound out now. Largo Police! Bedroom on the left, bedroom on the right.
Blood on the bed.
Largo, lot of blood on the bed. Largo Police! Largo Police!
You gonna buy it?
Yep.
Body.
Body.
Got a body.
One down.
Largo
Is
Police!
there a bathroom in there?
Yep, we got a bathroom. Door's closed.
Okay. If you can move a little bit, I'll get through.
Somebody call out 167. Alright.
We're gonna back out. Back out.
Yep.
Feet clear. Check her.
For a moment, let's look at this case from a different angle. When people hear that Renato had allegedly assaulted his own parents before police discovered Suela's body, it's easy to see a straight line connecting those events. The instinctive reaction is to think that anyone capable of attacking family members must also be capable of committing murder. But investigators have to be careful with that assumption. Because in criminal investigations, timing can sometimes create an illusion of certainty. A person behaving violently, irrationally, or even criminally before a homicide does not automatically prove they committed the homicide itself. It may seem obvious in hindsight, but hindsight is often where bias begins. Imagine being one of the detectives at this stage. You have blood. You have a missing child. You have a man who appears to be fleeing. The evidence looks overwhelming, Yet the responsibility of investigators is not to prove a theory. It is to test every possible alternative until only one explanation survives. Could there have been another sequence of events? Could there have been details that officers did not yet know? Could the apparent chain of violence have a different explanation? These questions may sound uncomfortable, but they are exactly the questions that separate a strong investigation from a weak one. Because justice isn't achieved when investigators find a suspect. Justice is achieved when every reasonable doubt has been eliminated.
Whoever it is.
Go around.
Her?
Go around that side. Check the side. Nothing over there?
Nothing? No, she's done. Throat's out. Do any of us have, you've got his information, do you have her information or
I
the
have
child?
nothing. I
You
have
nothing.
nothing. I have the suspect's information.
Okay.
It's all on my calls.
I got his DL and stuff.
His car's
Do you
on.
want me to go downstairs? Because she apparently knew the kids or the child.
My guy's at the hospital getting the information from the grandparents. He's not going to tell them that
Okay.
she's signal 7, but he's trying to get the kids' information.
Okay.
So
it's all coming.
And the relation to the people at the hospital are
This is their daughter-in-law.
their daughter-in-law
Suspect
and
was
son.
Yes, their son.
And is that the child in common between the two of them?
Correct.
Okay.
Do you want me to get an ID on her?
My other officer
Russ
saw
is right here, so she's right here.
he pulled
Yeah,
up
we
her.
just hold tight on that.
I think we already have her name and stuff.
My guy's-
Probably
my
if
guy's got
we've got her tagged, then the chances
Yeah,
are.
my guy's got her information. I just don't have it. He's downstairs. Reed has it.
Yeah.
We just don't have the kids' information. I don't believe.
Okay.
That would explain it.
Dude, you better get out of the way! Hey, I want the shield on the car. I want the shield on the car. On the car.
Hands now! Hands!
Right here.
I see someone in the back, right here.
I want your hands on the glass, sweetie.
Hands up!
Hands on the glass.
At this point in the story, most viewers probably feel a sense of relief. The child is alive, the suspect is in custody. The immediate danger appears to be over, but this is also where an uncomfortable question emerges. Was this truly a planned abduction, or was it the desperate reaction of a man whose entire world had just collapsed? Now, to be clear, neither possibility excuses what happened. A child was taken from a crime scene and placed in danger. That fact doesn't change. However, understanding motive matters. If this was a calculated kidnapping, then investigators are dealing with someone who was thinking several steps ahead. Someone willing to use a child as leverage, protection, or even a bargaining tool. But if it was panic, the psychology looks very different. In some cases, offenders don't flee because they believe they can escape forever. They flee because they cannot emotionally accept the reality of what has already happened. The child becomes the last connection to the life they are about to lose. That distinction may seem subtle, but it changes how investigators interpret every decision that follows. Was he trying to avoid capture, or was he trying to avoid reality? Sometimes those are two very different things, and understanding the difference can reveal far more about a suspect's state of mind than any confession ever could.
Window breaker! Hands! Window breaker!
Okay. Here, somebody go. Put the window down. There you go. Perfect. All right. Who's got hands? Justin? All right, here we go.
Get on the car. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Lay down! Lay down!
Somebody on that side grab hers.
Turn him over.
I know.
It's okay,
Turn him over.
sweetheart.
Get her out.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. You don't have one, get one. Okay.
I just want to buy everybody else.
You came Christmas gift.
Oh, man, go ahead and roll over.
And 220, can I get you up here with the cage car, please?
Sit up.
Sir, I'm not resisting or anything.
I know, we understand
That's
that, and
we
that's
appreciate it.
why you're fine.
Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that transpired this morning. Okay. We would really like the opportunity to talk to you and kind of understand what happened. Obviously, you're in handcuffs right now. I do want to advise you of your rights. You have constitutional rights that we want to advise you of. So I'm just going to kind of do that out the gate. That way, we're doing everything right. Okay. But we would really love to give you an opportunity to explain what's going on, and I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for where we're at today. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. Having these rights in mind, you want to speak with us? And I appreciate that, man. Like, all the officers said you've been super cooperative today. I had an opportunity to speak to your little girl. She seems like a really sweet girl. She's, obviously she's safe, you know that. You were with her. I just kind of want to understand what's going on. How did we get here? We're in a situation where you're in handcuffs and you took your little girl out of the apartment today, and it sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on. I spoke with some of your friends. It sounds like you were in the process of trying to get your roofing contractors certifications and things like that, and things maybe didn't go as according to plan. From what they're telling me, they wanted to help you get through that, but there have been some things that went on. There was an altercation with your dad this morning. There's obviously an incident that happened with your ex.
Right. So I guess all of that.
Yeah. So I'd like to give you an opportunity to just kind of like say, hey, I made a mistake, or this is what's going on. And, okay.
Well, let's start with what happened with the roofing license. I understand you were pretty upset about that. No, it didn't bother you. Your friends were worried just because it seemed like when that happened, maybe you were just kind of disappointed that it didn't go through.
Of course, I feel like I want you guys to feel me and what happened. Did it happen? Why am I here? Why am I in handcuffs?
Well, we got a call for a welfare check this morning at your ex-wife's house, the apartment there at Bayside Court Apartments. A welfare check.
That's just making sure somebody's
making
okay.
sure somebody's okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a will. Like
No.
They wanted us to go by, and Clearwater called us because I guess there was an altercation with you and your dad this morning at your house in nursery. And so, we ended up getting a call to go there and to check on everybody. And, obviously you've got blood on your glasses, you've got blood on your feet. The little girl has blood on the sweatshirt that belongs to you that you gave her. There was a knife that was found outside the residence that had blood on it. There was blood on the door of your ex's residence. Am I saying this right? Suella? What happened in that residence today? You have no idea what happened there.
I feel like even now being here, I'm not sure what's going on. So.
Okay. Well, whose blood is on it? It could be a bunch of different people's. Whose would it be? And here's the deal. Deb was in bed with Mom. She saw everything. Okay. So you know why you're here. Okay? You understand why you're in handcuffs. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the things that I just briefly saw on the scene because obviously we still have forensics that are going to be coming out and doing that. Okay. So I'd like to give you an opportunity to explain what happened. And like I said, you've been cooperative. I'm not taking your lack of, asking why disrespectfully. And I hope that you're not taking anything I'm saying disrespectfully. But you know why you're here. You know why you're in handcuffs. You have your ex's blood on you. You killed her in front of your little girl. She told me it happened. So it's not a question of if you did these things. It's not a question of if you. The questions I have is, how did we get here? Why did that happen? Because the why is more important, really, than what happened.
Find the why. I'm trying to work backwards on how we got here. I don't know.
Do you remember going into his apartment this morning?
I remember the last 2-3 months of my life have not been good.
Okay.
Why is that?
I'm just confused. That's it.
You've just been confused and you don't know what's going on? Okay. Have things been going bad financially, with work, with what? You're not sure what's going on? It's just
I know I kind of have flashbacks of what could have happened.
Okay.
But I don't know if that was me doing those things. I know it's me that's sitting here.
Yeah. Well, we know it's you sitting here with blood on you.
Right.
And if you're having flashbacks of things that occurred, a lot of times when things happen, our mind tries to protect us.
Right.
But in talking to Alicia, there was a violent altercation that occurred. And in looking at Suella, and looking at the knife that we found, and looking at the blood in the apartment, the flashbacks you're having is probably memories that you're having in reference to this. So what happened in this? Why go over there this morning? What was the reason? When did you and Suelo, how long have you guys been separated?
We were, I guess, never really together.
Okay. You just had a baby in common?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Did you guys ever live together or anything like that?
We tried it a couple of times.
Okay. When's the last time you lived together? Okay. Have you ever lived with her at her current apartment?
Yes.
Okay. And how long ago was that, would you say? Okay. Do you have a key to that apartment still?
Not sure.
You don't know if you have a key or not?
I don't have anything in my possession, everything I have is in the car.
Okay.
I will fire it.
Okay, Renato. This is what's going to happen next. All right. Just want to keep you up to date with everything. All right. We do have a warrant because we want to go ahead and process some things off of you and collect your clothing and that sort of thing. So I'm going to read you the warrant. The first thing I want to let you know too is what I know we had spoken earlier, and I informed you of your Miranda rights. You remember when I read those to you earlier?
You were here before with some other guy.
I was here with Steve. Correct. I read you your rights. This is a different partner. This is Detective Bolton.
But I think I've seen him before. So.
Possibly.
I just stuck right into this.
You'd waived your right to an attorney and all that kind of stuff. Just so you know, I asked you, I told you you had the right to remain silent, you had the right to counsel, I read everything to you. You explained you understood your rights and you were willing to speak with me. We had our conversation earlier. I'm just letting you know that an attorney did come by. She's downstairs and she is here if you want to speak with her. She showed up on her own, unsolicited. So if you would like to speak with her, I can effectuate that for you. You absolutely can get some water. So this is what we're going to do first, okay? The forensic tech is going to come and photograph you. We're going to collect your clothing. They're going to have to get a buccal swab. And when we're done with all that, I'll give you a bottle of water so you can get some water and all that kind of stuff, okay?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm almost done. I just need you for 2 more minutes.
Before we hear the final charges and the outcome of this case, there's one more perspective worth considering. Most true crime stories eventually become discussions about guilt, about evidence, about punishment, but sometimes the most important question is not what happened. It's what everyone missed before it happened. When tragedies like this occur inside families, there is often a temptation to view the offender as a monster who appeared out of nowhere, a completely unpredictable force, yet reality is rarely that simple. Family violence often leaves warning signs long before it reaches its worst outcome. Escalating conflicts, controlling behavior, emotional instability, previous acts of aggression, patterns that seem insignificant until people look back and connect them. The difficult truth is that hindsight makes warning signs look obvious. But in real time, they often appear ordinary. Friends dismiss them, relatives excuse them. Loved ones convince themselves things will improve. So while the criminal justice system is about accountability, this case also raises a larger question. Could this outcome have been prevented, not by police, not by prosecutors, but by recognizing danger before it reaches the point where a child witnesses the unthinkable? Because long before a courtroom delivers justice, there is often a moment when intervention could have changed everything, and that may be the most tragic part of all.
I'm just gonna take your glasses off your face, okay?
Stretch it out, man. You alright?